How's it going? Welcome back to another day here on the seas. We're currently sitting at the Seed Vault Prometheus because today we are making some more juniors. And we've got a current task going on where we got to make 4 special ones for the, it's called the Council of Humanity, I think? And we need to send them up in the rocket. So we haven't really done anything where we got to have these specific traits and things like that. So not exactly sure what we need or how it works. We've only made 1 of the juniors so far. They kind of just threw whatever we wanted to into the terminal and we sent them up to space. Now, the weird part is we need 4 of the juniors for the task, and the rocket only holds 3. So regardless, we got to do 2 different launches. So what I'm thinking is, seeing as how this is a timed event, right? As soon as you take the 1 seed out of the cryo storage, you got 1 hour until it spoils. So that means in an hour, we have to get from here down to the Lazarus complex, get them set up inside the little station, and get them going. So instead of trying to do 4 at once, what we'll do is like groups of 2. We'll do 2 today. Get them set up. Depending on how long it takes to get the traits sorted out, we might do the rocket launch as well. If not, we'll kind of save it for the next video. But that'll allow us to have time and not be rushed too much. You guys said, too, doing 4 at once uses a ton of the power as well as water. And I don't think we're kind of set up for that many. Kind of see how it works out. Let's close the door. Now, there was an update between the last video and this video. And they got some things worked out with the power cables. So super excited about that. We've got a new photo drone mode. So, really want to check that out today, too. And then we'll kind of see what else they have. Oh, yeah, these are new, too. They're blue now. Weren't they, like, red or orange last time? Jump in and see what's inside this one. We got power stuff. Well, that's fantastic, man. These are a pain to make all the time. I mean, they're super simple, but you use a lot of them. Now, is this going to replace all the normal ones? Or is it kind of 50-50, right? Sometimes you get those, sometimes you get the other ones. Not too sure. One thing I noticed, too, is for the quests. For some reason, when I logged in, it said that the sweethearts are ready to be made. And it's not showing up on the top left. So I don't know if they changed the requirements. We still needed 4 of those guys to... We have enhancers. Why do we have these? It had to have auto-completed the sweetheart task. I mean, I'll take them. That's almost maxed out. Well, there's a photo drone. So it's done. Interesting. So we needed, I think, 4 more, is what it was. So it was 25, maybe it's less now. That's kind of a cool little mission. I mean, there's a lot to scan, but... So this guy here... Let's see how this guy works real quick. I'll use that a lot for my thumbnail, so I kind of want to play with it on camera a little bit. And then what we need to make for today is some of these. That's going to be for the juniors. We'll make 2 of them, take them downstairs, and kind of see what we need for the memories when we get to the Lazarus complex. Turn the light off. So, in here, where is the new junior? Ah, right here. So one of you, for this, we need to do add missing and build. Let's try to, it's built here. So 1 there. And then we need to do 2 of these guys. So there's a little guy. So let's clean up our inventory some. Let's get rid of these. I know. I just don't ever use those guys. These I use, though. Alright, so for you... You don't go on the hotbar. Wait, what? It's not here either. How do we drone? Instructions not clear. Okay. Wait, what? Loot 'em. There was an inner. Oh, F to enter. Oh my gosh, the sensitivity. Junior! Wait, is there a setting for this? Mouse. Absolutely not. Okay. They need to put an option in there for this because, oh my gosh, that sensitivity is insane, man. But we can actually see ourselves. That's kind of neat, man. So, exit vehicle, change mode, and toggle light. Oh, that's a very, very dim light. Okay. Is there a max range? Cool little sound to it, too, for the wings. Okay, that's the range right there. So not too far, but not too close either. Why do we have fish on the boat? Holy crap, dude. So they did some work as well with the patch with some lights. That's supposed to keep the fish off your boat. However, I think that's not working as intended. I've never had problems with fish on the boat before. They said they adjusted the lights to keep the fish off the boat better, but maybe they added into where the tanks block the light now? It's kind of what it looks like, right? Lights there and lights there. Interesting. We might need some deck lights now. Like that? We need placeable ones. Safety reasons, man. Just saying. Okay, let's get over here. We'll play with the drone a little bit more. Then we'll head inside. I'm getting kind of seasick with the mouse, man. So we got change mode. Okay. Adds like a border around. We got post-processing as well now. Interesting. So I probably won't ever touch any of these because a lot of the stuff I do in my photo editing program. Black and white's pretty cool. Warm. Cool. Ooh, that is super bright. Okay. That's cool, man. Every game should have options like this for taking photos. Look, man. People like taking screenshots of their stuff. Especially in building games. So very glad to see that they actually added this in. Reset. One thing they should add in, though, is an option to save a preset. Even if it's only like 2 or 3. So that every time you come in here, you don't need to readjust everything. But other than that, man, it's nice. Pretty cool. Take screenshot, zoom. Oh, you can zoom too. Whoa, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sick. It doesn't distort it either. It actually just zooms in. That's nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so, exit. And he just hovers. So it's reusable. Are you gonna just, like, stay there? It does. Dude, that's fantastic, man. Alright, so let's do this. We're missing parts for this guy. Alright, one part. Let it do its thing. Let's drop this guy off upstairs. Probably in this room. Sun is rising. I like it, man. I like it. That thing is fantastic. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, they changed the durability as well on these guys. So it shouldn't need repairs as often. Usually, every time we go and do a video, I repair them like 3 or 4 times in the video. And it's always like 5 or 10% on the durability hit. So hopefully, won't be as many repairs. But at the same time, though, that kind of sucks because the trade-off is these work 24/7, work very good in storms, but they require a lot of maintenance, right? For the solar panels, don't provide very much power. They don't work in storms very well. They don't work at nighttime, but it's like no maintenance. So it was a good balance. We'll see how much it's adjusted for the repairs, you know? These are ready. Drop these up here. Oop, easy, easy. So the goal is, take both of these, take them down to the seed vault down below. Grab 2 seeds, come back. We'll throw them onto the boat, head to the Lazarus complex, and see where we're at in life there with the memories. Now, we only got some of the foods made. Might need to make some more for the juniors, right, as we start the process. The Council of Humanities got listed what we need, and it's kind of cool. I'm glad that's in the same place as... Stab it! Oh my gosh. Where you make the juniors, you know? What you get? Why are they out? I mean, it is raining technically, right? Let's grab one more. Alright, in we go. Before the fish eat us. Just saying, dude, it is not safe. Alright. Easy. Easy. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. You're alright, man. Why'd the lights red? Why the lights red? Did we lose power? That has me worried? So they did work with the power cables to make them flow better, not disconnect all the time, and work better, right? Did they break the power cables? Well, no, because they work on the boat. Were those charging? I think it was, right? Confused. Let's check the power supply upstairs real quick. It might be that the wind turbine needs to be repaired. Now, they did work on those guys to make them more durable. Did you talk about that? And then the cables, too. I wonder if... Dude, if I have to go through, unhook and rehook all these cables up, not just at this place, but all of them, I'm gonna lose my mind. Dude, our fuel depot, man. That's so many cables! Stab it! You see, there's no power going through any of these. Or you. Minimal going through there. That's going to be for the upper half. It's not charging. Okay. Try this first. Maybe just a cable issue. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So that one there was kind of broke. Wait a minute. Holy crap, dude. Have I got to do all these now? Stop it. Let's go up here. We have to run this one backwards. You know, water, gap, all that stuff, you know? Please work. Please. Please work. Absolutely not. Science. It's the cable, dude. We have to rerun all these cables. Let this stay on for a second. Drain some power down. Now, this shouldn't have any power if it is a cable issue. Oh, it's unhooked over there. Okay. Let's do this, man. I need to rerun all these, I think. Stuck. That's hooked up. Try this one. You've got power there. Maybe instead of rerunning, we just have to reattach them all? Which is still a pain, but I mean, it's not as bad as... Send this down. As having to reel them all in. And then deploy new ones, you know what I mean? Okay, there we go. So the problem was this one cable. So up there, I couldn't actually unhook it. I had to come down here, reel it in, and then it unhooked it that way. So that kind of fixed the whole thing down here. That's not too bad, man. The problem is finding the one cable that is broken. All right, so let's do this. In case we die for some reason, now that we got this fixed, let's save the game. This is why I don't play right after a patch, you know. I'm just saying, dude. Let the bugs get ironed out. Again, early access, man, it happens, dude. They're still working on stuff, so Having the cables fixed now, though, to where they don't disconnect and things like that, had to happen a couple times myself, and it is highly annoying. But at least they're patching it and getting sorted out properly, right? So, what we need to do... Oh, we got one down here still. We got a couple down here. Okay. We got 4 more down here. Let's take this one. If you didn't know to put those inside, all you have to do... Hello? Is get near it and then drop the seed. And it'll automatically get inserted into the storage. But yeah. Oh, wait. Now it's 2 hours. Well, that's kind of nice, man. It's a little bit less pressure than the 1 hour timer. Nice change. So yeah, we'll grab this other one, and then we don't have to rush as much to get back to the Lazarus complex. We could take all 4 today, but like I said, man, let's do 2 at a time, figure out the process, and then work on the other 2 later. It's a game, man. I don't want to feel stressed when I'm trying to do stuff. So glad they upped the time, though. Okay. Yep, there we go. I like it. So how many we got left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 more. Okay. So we got enough for 2 sets of the council stuff. Because each one is 4. I think it's like 40 total that we need for the juniors. Not including the first one. Sorry. First one that we sent up. So we can get the other 2 we need for this batch. And then 1 more full batch. Before we need to find a new seed vault. I thought they said they adjusted the storms in the patch, man. It's storming the whole time. We're here! No, Junior, please! It's not Bat Day, buddy. Holy crap, dude. Mind the gap. Just saying. Mind the gap. It's... we need hazard pay, dude. We definitely need some hazard pay. Please be up here still. Thank goodness. Alright. Let's put you... I'll put you in here. Drop you there. So glad they fixed a bug where they get glued to the boat, you know. That was a pain. You can work around it with the pallet, but it's still an issue trying to do your stuff properly, you know. Alright, last one. I think after this video, I'll head back to the base refueling depot and check on all of our stuff, man. Drop off all of our carbon dioxide and then all of our extra scrap. I cannot jump. Why can you not jump with items in your hand anymore? Do some science real quick and test that out. Well, check on all of our stuff there and see how the cables are, man. I'm kind of worried. You haven't seen our complex over there. It's a ton of cables. Okay, jumping is very low with this now. That's me jumping. Did they change that? Normal jump? Pod jump. Last time we jumped right across, right? I think. Easy. 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 Calm down. Squirrely one. Happens. Get some power. So why are we out of cables? We had some, right? That's kind of weird. Alright, let's do this. Our heading is set for the Lazarus complex. Pick up anchor. There's another blue one. I'll keep my eye out on the way to the Lazarus complex and see if we see any of the normal ones. They might have just changed them all together. And now they're just blue. Used to get some good stuff out of the other ones, too. I mean, we never stopped for them, but you can get some paints, you can get some of the seaweed and things like that, so... I like the blue, though, man. Favorite color, so like seeing them. Oh, dude. So we're coming up on the Lazarus complex, and everything is red. Dude, that really sucks about all the cables, man. So much stuff to go back and try to fix. That sucks. What we might do is hook up the boat for the moment. Well, I mean, we have to go to the roof to fix that first, right? Oh, wait. Okay, they're on. Interesting. Kind of terrifying, just saying. Let's get up here and properly dock. But it turns out the boat now is hard capped at 44 on the speed. I mean, which is fine. I can't move. Okay. Are we alright? There we go. Dude, it is super, super glitchy. But yeah, it's hard capped at 44 now for the speed. You used to be able to get up to around 47, 48 sometimes. If you're riding the waves in the north side, just right. But it's definitely hard capped now at the original speed. I mean, it makes sense though. It was kind of squirrely before, so it's not too bad. Alright, take it slow, take it slow. Pull the back end in. Let's go all the way forward too. Alright, anchor right there. Yeah, apparently this will work too with the mooring line, so they're supposed to have, I think, more slack now? I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Should be a good thing to where now it won't get sucked under the platforms. This is one place that happened a lot with the rough seas. Reset the anchor. We'll leave the mooring line hooked up and kind of see what happens. Let's do this. Remove the anchor. Because like I said, this is one place where you get stuck under... Can't see it from here. Under this ledge. Okay. So, do we have power? We do. Okay, batteries are full too. So these should be fine, right? Do some repairs real quick. Just to top them up. Now repair the ones on the boats right as we left. Okay, only 99. Normally that would be like 94 or 90. Okay. Well, that's not too bad on a reduction. That's full. Totally forgot to check it. We're trying to get some of the green seaweed for making the foods and stuff. We'll leave that up for right now. Okay, so we just need the juniors. Save the game, just in case. Safety reasons. Then inside we go. We'll take both of them at the same time. Now I'm hoping with our setup currently that we'll have enough water. If not, we can run water from the boats. And we got a line here to stretch from the boat itself as well if we need more power. So, not too worried about power, it's just the water consumption. We'll grab all the memories and food here in a second as well. The food I'm not too worried about. It's the memories that we need for creating the certain juniors. Yeah, the fish are out of control, man. It's a lot of them. It's not safe, dude. So no power in here. It's unhooked. Interesting. That's for the water. I think we only have the one hooked up properly, right? Did they make the cords shorter for the cables? That reached last time with no problem. I don't know. We need to get some of the water cables. And we need to bring some power over here too. So let's do this. We'll do one of these right here. One down here. Unhook this one. That'll run to this one. Feed these two. Run up to here and feed those two. Do the same thing with the water. We'll grab the other junior and a little bit of iron and plastic. So we're kind of slow rolling. I've got all the crates of all the memories. I think what we'll do is start keeping all the memories here. No reason to have them on the boat all the time. And that'll kind of free up some storage for that. So hook this into here. And then for the storage crates, we'll just do them right here at the front. Alright, well that's doing its thing. Let's do power to this. And then start storing all this stuff. Not sure why those are in there, but we'll keep them out. Alright, so this side needs to go around, actually. And then we got some water to hook up on the front ones. We use the front ones for right now. And I'll rerun all these cables off camera, just to kind of make them look a little bit better, you know? So that one, and this one we're using today. So this one should be ready, right? It is. And then this one, we'll run some water from here to over there. Now that should be good, and then we got the pump and the filter down here. Have to check on those as we start the machines up, right? We want to turn it on first? I can't remember the process, right? Let's take this guy. Set him in here. Doesn't stop the timer. I think we need to actually get the memories in here first. So I wonder if they fixed a bug where you have to relog when you put stuff in, maybe? Alright, so let's go up here. Need to see what we need for the process. Wait a minute, where do these come from? Some extra ones. Well, that's kind of nice, man. Up we go. Take a look and see what we need, and we need to figure out what memories cause that to be their traits, you know? Oh, wrong button. Why are the screens not on? Oh, they changed it. Okay, so we need... Which one? Habitat care. Keep forgetting you can't use your mouse in here. You got to use the things. So room supervisor and health assistant. We'll do those two today. Room supervisor. Let's do one at a time. I'm going to forget, dude. It happens, man. It happens. Room supervisor. I think our first one was a station roomer. And we need that for another one. So that'll be further down the list. And we'll put Junior to work, you know. That's new too. The cryo look? Dude, it looks fantastic, man. I like it. Alright, so we need some memories. So a room supervisor. What would you even need, man? Don't need maps or anything. Now, I'm not sure if this is kind of coded into where things you'd think would be for that, or what it needs, or if they're kind of random. I don't know. What's in the mystery box? Programming. It's not going to be a room supervisor. I have no idea. Let's just do this. It's it's going to be the easiest thing, man. Put stuff in until we figure out what works. And then we can work on the foods and try to make sure they have a long lifespan. I think the foods only affect their stats, not the attributes for what they are. Right? Not that. How do we How do we put the stuff in? I thought it was in the screen here. Okay, I think we might need to relog again. That might still be broken. Let me go over here and save. Luckily, there's a save right here. I'll relog, and maybe we can actually put stuff in. I think that's what it is, right? Put it all in right there. Hold on. Before we do this, does it need to be turned on first? No power. Ah, there we go. Okay, look. Turn it off, turn it back on. It's usually the way you fix stuff. So, empathy. Communication discipline. That might be. Can we split one? Okay. Patience and discipline. Kind of need that for a room supervisor, right? Leadership. Should he not tell over here? We've only done this once, okay? In my defense. I don't remember how many memories you gotta have. Okay, I think we need some of the food in here too, before it'll show you their stuff. So I grabbed all the food, and then stuff for one more of the containers. I mean, good thing they upped the time on these guides too, right? Because trying to do this in 1 hour would have been kind of close. Get our storage out first. All we gotta do is get it processed down, you know? That works for us. We'll be kind of set then. Alright, so that's good. And we still might need to do the relog too, I'm not too sure. Let's add in... That's not changing. Let's do this. Let me relog. It's still not going to work, I bet. Drop off the food too. Not sure why that's not fixed. Okay, still no attributes. So we need food in there first. So... Strength, intellect, height. Okay, there we go. So maintenance engineer. Door jammer. Does these affect this? I don't think so, right? Height and intellect. It does. So that's what we need. Room supervisor. Is there a point in using the lower tier ones? That added in for maintenance. Actually, it added to the other ones too. That's maintenance engineer. We don't want that. So do we need empathy? Is that why it's red? None of these have that. That's going to be one of the memories, right? Again, bear with me. Trying to figure this out. I'm new here, okay? Patient focus. Focus. Empathy. Take all 6. It'd be nice if there's a place that showed you what stats need what. And I don't mean online, I mean in the game, okay? Perfect. So that's what we needed. So, we're missing weight. So, wait for 8. And there we go. So, he could start it right now. He would be a room supervisor. 61 years for the life expectancy. Height, 73. I don't know how tall that is. I don't know how much weight that is either. Again, I'm from the US, so different calculations, right? I don't think that really matters too much. I think it's just having the main thing. So, let's just begin. 2 minutes on that one. Okay, so, what was the other one that we need? Drop off the foods here real quick. That should be the first one. I kind of understand the process a little bit better now, too, so next one should be a little bit easier. I just don't know how to get it started, right? Maybe just throw in memories until you see the one you want pop up, and then go from there. We might need to relog again for that one to start. We'll kind of just go down the list, too. Do them in order. So, health assistant. Oh, that's a call button. Like, what is that one for? Just jump down. And we land in the water. Boy, I tell you what. It's the way that it goes sometimes. I do like the addition of the cryo smoke around this, right? Looks fantastic, dude. What was it? Health assistant, I think. Is that turned on? It is now. Do we need to relog again for it to work? Maybe, maybe not. So, maybe this. Probably that too. Being able to adapt to things, right? Medical setting. Logic. That's kind of makes sense. Maybe wisdom as well. That's money. I was like, where's the stats on it, man? It's money. So communication is definitely something that would need for that, you would think. Take some maps. Maybe empathy as well? Patience for sure. Okay. That should be enough to get started. And then all the foods. Please work without having to relog. Holy crap, dude. That would be fantastic. They got lights up there, too. Interesting. Okay, so. We need... Let's throw in a food. Okay, that's all we need is a food in there to get it started. So we don't need to relog anymore. Okay, that kind of works. I knew it was going to be one or the other, right? So next thing will be... this one, I'm thinking. Does the food matter? Okay. Okay. We're kind of getting there with the lab tech and a scientist. Okay, definitely not this one. So I would say the blue one. Favorite color, if you didn't know. Guess we need some for intellect. Now, these will change it too, right? The main part we've got to work out now is how to get the ones up here started, and then we can always add in what they need for that. Health assistant. That's what we need, right? Perfect. Start off with fat on that one. Okay, so we need weight, empathy, patience, and wisdom. So not that one. That's wisdom and leadership. We got empathy in here for one of these, right? This one. Perfect. Now there's another one, boost it. It doesn't. That changes it to a doctor. So we need patience and wisdom. Wisdom on this one. There's patience. Perfect. Let's see if we have one that's pure wisdom. And what? Just wisdom. So we got love letters. That's going to be pure wisdom. So take those. And then all we got to do is work out the food for the weight. And that should be kind of set. There we go. So weight needs to go higher. We'll do 2 of those. And then let's get... We need height and life expectancy. So this one will be good. If we take the weight up, though, that should balance it out. Weight's at 6. Weight's at 1. Might just use the fat only, I'm guessing. So let me know, is that good? When it turns green like that, that's what you want, right? Then we could balance some of this other stuff later on. Like, we gotta get the height up, life expectancy, things like that. As long as you're green, it'll be that one trait, right? So we need to get some height and probably more weight. I almost feel like this is too many stats to balance. That's a height one and weight. 23 years. We need more life expectancy, though. 40 years on this one. And it doesn't change it. So 63, 106, 64. Again, I need to look these up, man. I wish we could change it in the settings for different ones, right? So these won't get selected. It's not random, right? It's not one or the other. That's the only one that has all the parts. Begin. Okay. Where's our storage? So didn't use too many of the foods. That's not too bad. Use a lot of the green. We had 5 of each of the rare ones. So we used 2 of those, and then 4 of these. Do we use 4 of those? Have to look back at the editing. So room supervisor. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. And then this guy. Minute and a half. Okay. That's not too bad, man. Now, again, doesn't matter on the... I mean, it does because you want him to live a long time, but for game mechanics, does it matter for the height, the life expectancy, or the weight? Does any of that matter? Or is it just to matter to get the stats where you need them for this? And all this. That's just extra stuff you can work towards if you want. Let me know, man. Again, as a game mechanic, doesn't matter how long they live and stuff. Put this outside. This will be one of the ones that we need. We might in the next video make the other 2 and do all the rocket launches in the next video as well. So what I'll do is in between videos, I'll head up there, grab 2 more. We'll start the next video right here. Make the 2 juniors, right? The last 2 that we need from up there. Load them up, and then go and do the launch. Possibly. Maybe. We also got to stop by and grab some methane and oxygen. It's all that we're missing. I think the one rocket that's up there now has already got all the power that it needs. I mean, we got Pretty much like a small substation on the boat anyways with all the power, all the batteries. So we should be able to do 2 launches all in the same video. Be kind of cool, man. It's a fast changeover. When you launch one till it comes back, and then having to restock it, so 7 seconds. Oh, it has a mutation. I don't know what that means. Easy, easy. It said they fixed cables, how they interact. Okay, interesting. So, health assistant. So that's 2 down there. Okay. That's not too bad. Was it just... was it too painful? It might have been for you watching, but it's all part of playing a game. Again, man, I like learning how to do stuff in a game and then look it up. Sorry, Junior, sorry. Last minute if we have to. I don't want to always have to look stuff up to figure out how to play. I like the addition of the cryo stuff, man. It makes sense, right? We got 2 of the empty ones here, but we got some still down in the seed vault. Let's use those and save the other ones for later. Put these guys on the boat where they're somewhat safe-ish. Can we jump? Still can't jump that well with these. Find the gap. Poor guy's gonna have a headache, man. Let's leave you right here. Oh, does it tell their names and stuff? Hold on. Wait, not that. Rotate. It doesn't tell the name. It doesn't want you send them up, but not down here now. Oh my gosh, dude. Why is there so many fish? Where did they come from? Where did that come from? That might have been in one of the containers. So they got to work on the fish, dude. They shouldn't be out 24/7 now. You know? Alright, last one in here. For safekeeping. So that side's done. We'll put the other ones over here. Wasn't too bad. I kind of get the system. I wish there was an easier way to tell out, like, the first starting stats. I mean, once you memorize them, I mean, that's, you know, easy to know. Okay, this does that. This will trigger this one. But it seems like we don't need to relog now to start the process. So I think they got that fixed. You just got to have some food in there first, memory second. Instead of memories first, food second. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Next video, we'll start off probably right here again. I'll head over, like I said, to the seed vault, grab 2 more of the juniors, and then we'll get them made. Shouldn't take too long. Kind of know the process. We'll have to stop by the fuel depot, load up on some oxygen, a little bit of methane. We'll go to the launch platform and set up 2 rockets, and that should kind of complete the first task for the habitat care. And don't forget, we got more in there too. There's 40 altogether that we got to make. So it's a lot, man. Had to find some more of the memories, but there's a ton of the POIs out there to still explore. However, we are going to leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.